I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a pop, show you how to get it off. I don't really rock.
Hey love, welcome to the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeart Radio and Spotify Premium. It's your girl Melanie, and we're continuing to acknowledge those in Chicago who are adding to the black excellence and the greatness of our city. So today we have two guests for this segment, Miss Lakeisha B and Mr. Christopher Greer.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Thank you all for joining us today.
All right. Glad to be here.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
And I'm grateful to have you all. We will be acknowledging them for their black excellence, as I've stated, and we will also go into topics about love and relationships. We're going to be giving real life examples because a lot of times the people don't have the wherewithal, the knowledge to successfully pull off what, their objective. So I want to welcome you all. How are you all doing this evening?
Wonderful.
Trying to stay warm out here.
Yes,
It's supposed
indeed.
to snow.
Oh yeah.
Here
I
we
like
go
snow.
again.
I like snow.
Why?
Because I got an SUV.
You know what?
I do donuts in the middle of the
Switch
damn
seats with
ride.
Melanie. I can't even sit next to you right now. That's just, oh my God.
That's Chicago. We didn't have this crazy weather.
I
It's
do.
all a part of
I don't
it.
care. I still hate it.
I'm not a fan of it.
I've been born here. Like I still hate it. It doesn't matter. Every winter I'm like, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Winter again.
I get sick. My kids get sick. Everybody just gets sick.
Spring and fall are my favorite seasons.
Yes.
But yes, I'm going to start it off. Let's start off with some recognition. And ladies first. And I'm going to start off with Miss Lakeisha B. You all may not know who Miss Lakeisha B is, but if you're in the industry and you like movies and you watch TV, then maybe she looks familiar to you.
Just a little bit, maybe.
She out here, she doing her thing. She ain't doing nobody else's thing. She doing her thing. Ain't that what we say at Chilove? Don't do my thing, do your own thing. So let me tell you all about Miss Lakeisha B's thing and why she's being recognized for her black excellence and continuing to add to the greatness thereof of this city here. She is a singer and an actor. She is basically living out her childhood dream. So I see that you auditioned for American Idol.
I did.
How was that experience?
That was years ago. That was an experience. Yeah, I was in high school at the time. And first of all, I've always been shy when I was younger. So, like my grandmother, she knew like I loved to sing. So she would always try to get me to sing in front of the family during the holidays. Of course I don't want to do that then, but I would just never do it. So she passed away when I was about 7.
Okay.
And it's just, I always just had that passion for the arts, Singing was my first passion, but anything as far as singing, dancing, whatever, anything it was, I just like to do. Performing, yeah. So when I got to high school, I became a little bit more outgoing. Heard about the American Idol auditions. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna go and see, what this is about, whatever. Okay. Went to those auditions. First of all, things are not like they seem like on TV. Okay. You don't just get in front of the judges. You don't. That's not what it is. You meet the producers first.
Okay.
So crowds of people. I believe it was at the United Center back then, I think. But tons of people. Line for hours and hours and hours. Then you finally get there. They have you in groups when you audition. So it's about 5 people to a group. So my first time doing it, I did it twice. First time doing it was me and a few others. They asked me to sing a second song.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared to sing a second song.
All right.
So I'm like, I kind of bombed that because it really was just me and another guy who they asked to stay and sing another song, and I was like, man, why did I do that? I wasn't ready. So the next time I went, I was ready, but I had just made it to like the second round.
Okay.
And then after that is when you go to Hollywood.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but throughout it all, it was a great experience.
And I'm proud of you because, you know, you're living, there's some some teenager who is saying, I want to be on there, but feeling like, well, because I'm from Chicago or whichever hood, you know, or community that they're from, that they may not have the opportunity to do something like that, but you're here from Chicago and you did it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you never know how our experiences can inspire somebody else, because while we're thinking we're just going to go for it, somebody else has no idea how they can even take that step.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even believe in themselves.
Right, or is scared to do it.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
you know, in my case, I was just like, you know, I think I was like 14, 15. I'm like, you know, I'm young still, right? You know, got
Right.
nothing to lose, you
So
know.
that's like last year, right? 14, 15.
I wish. Thank you. Like,
Okay.
yeah. But it was just like, and then, you know how you see the people on TV that just be there to be there,
Right.
like costumes and stuff. Yeah, that's real. They do that. They show up like that, looking crazy, and then they do like go on to the next round just for, I guess, publicity or whatnot.
OMG.
But yeah, it's crazy. But it was definitely a fun experience.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. So now, if you all watch K-Style Chicago or Comedy Central Southside, you should recognize this beautiful face here. And
Recess.
we're going to be coming right back, because I want you all to get a chance to get to know Miss Lakeisha B and understand why she is being recognized for her black excellence. So we will be right back with the Chilove Radio Show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.
Rock, I just get the brick across, take it to the block. My shorties know I've been a boss, Chemo, solid, hard body. In that jam, told on nobody. God damn, that war, we buy it. Dinero, we get it. Dinero, we did a lot, most.
Hey, welcome back to the Chilove Radio Show with Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. We're here acknowledging Black excellence, and we're talking to Miss Lakeisha B. So hopefully you've been tuning in, catch up with us, and we're going to continue to introduce her and let you all know what wonderful things she has been doing here in Chicago. So she is a singer and an actor. So those who are in the industry, feel free to contact her. She will be giving you all her information. So, as I was saying, if you watch K-Style Chicago or Comedy Central Southside, you should recognize that beautiful face there.
Comedy. Which one?
Southside. Mm-hmm. She's also been in stage plays in college and Spike Lee's School Days. Girl, who licked did they keep the part up in there when she licked the part?
You know what? I actually don't remember. Yeah, that was in college too. That was a while ago. You know what? That's a good question. I'm gonna have to try to find the video.
Yeah, that was kind of erotic.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Lick my part. Lick my part, girl.
It was. That's a great movie though, so that was a great movie.
Yeah.
That was actually my first play that I ever did. So
Okay.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Were you more nervous being in front of a crowd, or do you feel like which one is easier for you, being in front of the crowd or just being in front of the camera?
Well, you know what? I'll say this. I love them both.
Okay.
You know, but when you're on stage, having that live audience there, it's like a rush. You know,
and like the chemistry.
Yeah, and it's like you mess up, you got to keep going. Like Chris knows better than everybody.
Yeah.
You mess up, you got to keep going. You have no choice, so it makes you stronger, I believe, as an actor. But I love both.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, that's great. And so she's been in some additional plays: Romy's 2, The Love Triangles Trilogy, and Last Night as King.
Yes.
And all those were done here in Chicago?
Yeah.
Were they affiliated with any universities?
No, they were all in here. Last Night is King. Well, we actually That was in Schaumburg, where the show actually
Okay.
was on stage. But yeah, everything's out of Chicago. Actually, I went to Northern, and that's when I did the school days
Okay.
play. So that was my first little step on the stage, and I was like, I love this.
Okay.
But you know, it was because again, singing was my first passion. But when I got on that stage and went over into acting, it was like, okay, I can do this too.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have to be too young. I can still do this at any age.
Right.
That's what I love about
Right.
acting. So yeah, so after I graduated and there was nothing else to do in DeKalb because it's like a town full of cornfields. Moved back to Chicago, started networking with people, started off doing background work
Okay.
to get that film side to see what actually goes on set.
Right.
Met a lot of people do that, and that's when I started doing independent films and plays and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. And you are in 2 musicals, I see.
I did a couple of musicals. Yeah.
Cinderella?
Cinderella's one of them who I did along with Chris Greer here.
Okay.
Cinderella, yeah. I remember that.
Yes, that was with Miss Cassandra Bell,
Okay.
who I love dearly. She's awesome. And I did another play called Bag Lady. I was actually the lead in that play. And that was my first time actually singing and dancing.
Does
at
it
the
have
same
anything
time.
to do with Erykah Badu's song?
Not, I mean, the character, she had a lot of baggage, so I guess you could say, yeah. But that was my first time doing a musical, actually singing and dancing, and I was like, I give props to everyone.
Yeah.
Who
Seriously. Yeah.
the musicals are tough. It's like, because you can't just sit there and sing, you can't just act, you really have to do both, and really bring that out on stage, and it's a lot of work.
Okay.
So-
Much respect.
So yeah, I had fun, but I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a whole nother monster.
That's fine. You know, when you make it look easy
Yeah, it looks.
until you get involved in it, and then you realize how many takes, how many takes it takes to get the scene done,
How many rehearsals.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nothing but love and respect for the industry. Because it really does. You watching TV or going to the movies, and it's like, this just looks like fun.
And that's
But
what
it's like,
people
it is really
think.
work.
They think it's so, like, people that on the outside, they think everything is just, oh, do you really, like, I had a friend at one point actually say to me, do you really have to go to school for that? And I was like,
Wow.
I don't know. Why? Like, she had me questioning, like, I mean, and I know some, right. I'm like, I know some people who are just naturally gifted, who it has worked out for where they really didn't have to take classes or do too much, and things just kind of fell in their lap. But I
Yeah.
mean, you definitely always want to brush up on your craft. So even if you're good, you can be great.
Right.
So yeah, so it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
So I hope you all are listening out there and letting this information marinate, hoping that it is inspiring you so that you can go for your dreams, set your goals, and be ambitious in your own lane. So you was also a lead character named Vicky in Pieces of David.
Yes,
That was good.
That's my
That was
baby.
good.
Oh,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
Y'all
Thank
smoked
you.
that movie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shout
yes.
out to Lawrence.
Yes, shout out to Lawrence. Shout out to Lawrence. If he's
Wow.
watching. That's Lawrence Wallace. He was the director of Pieces of David. That was my first lead role in a feature film.
That's
So yes, and for people that don't know, it's about 4 women who find out that they're dating the same guy.
Interesting.
So,
He's rough, Joe. He's
Yeah.
rough.
so, but here's the thing: they go to confront him, like most women. Yeah, they all get together and go to confront him. They literally just go to basically talk to him and ask him, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Somehow, accidentally, they end up killing him.
Oh.
Literally accidental, though. It really was an accident. So, because they're arguing in his face, and next
Yeah.
thing you know, he falls and he's dead. So, literally, the rest of the movie is us trying to figure out what to do with the body.
Okay. Okay.
Hence, Pieces of David.
Okay.
Right.
Pieces of David is going to be a great example in our little role playing stuff later on because there's a little question, a little question.
What's the name of that?
Just
What's
a
the name of
little
that movie again?
impromptu Pieces of David.
Pieces of David.
Yes.
Pieces of David.
And that's on Amazon Prime, guys. So go check that out. If you have Amazon Prime, it's only a few bucks. So yeah.
And I see you were in the series The G.
The G, yeah. That's
And-
also on Amazon Prime.
Okay. And you're in a commercial on TV with Illinois County Care.
Illinois County Care, yes.
Okay.
That was my first commercial with lines. I had got that looked at through my agent, and then the lady was like, somehow we ended up talking about my family. I always talk about my family. They drive me crazy, but I love them. So, but I mentioned them, and then she was like, "Oh, let's see pictures." So, of course, being me, I got pictures right there. So then, like literally the next day, I was booked, and my family was booked too.
I am very proud of you.
Yes, that was definitely a blessing.
And
I didn't see that one coming.
on behalf of Chilove Radio Show, Chilove LLC, I would like to present you with the certificate for exhibiting Black excellence in Chicago, Chilove. We have such a reputation here for not having anything positive. I am very proud of you. There's nothing that you can't do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is so nice. Thank you.
That's good stuff.
We can all do our thing and still be winning and still supporting and showing love
Yes,
to
still
each
support
other.
each other. Yes, yes. Especially as women.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's
We're going to get on off into some of the conversation topics where we can be giving real life examples here on the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. I'll be right back.
Hey, pull up, Lamb.
Is that you, Ish?
I saw the brick up bodega. I prayed up to God, say look cool.
Hey, welcome back to the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. We're here acknowledging Black excellence here in Chicago, the best city in the world. We were just talking to Miss Lakeisha B. She is definitely someone that you should know, someone that you should hire.
yes. Please.
We're going to allow her to let you all know how to get in contact with her. And then we're going to move on to some conversation topics. How about that?
Yes, yes. Okay, so again, my name is Lakeisha B. And my mom named me after Keisha Knight Pulliam. Rudy.
Really?
So I spell it like that. So it's Lakeshia. I think that's how she spelled it. Is that how she spelled it? No, wait a minute. But that's where she got the name from, regardless. So it's Lakeshia, last name Bee. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of that. Twitter is the same, Lakeisha B. Now I have a series that I worked on called Plight of the Independent Filmmaker. That's by William Adams and Lawrence E. Johnson Jr. You can catch that on YouTube. My episode will be out in the middle of February. So check that out. And just visit my page. Reach out to me. You can message me about any projects or anything. I'm here.
All right, so you all get in contact with her. And Chilove salute, Lakeisha B.
Thank you.
Now, let's get to love because accomplishments are wonderful. But we're Chicago. That's what we do here. Everybody is doing something.
Right.
Now, what about our character? Because some people feel like the more that they accomplish, the less good character they have to show. And your character is important because that's how you treat people, you know?
Right.
The type of relationships that you forming with others.
Right.
And that's what's important to Chilove. We're gonna get the money, we're gonna get, this is what we do here. That's the spirit of Chicago. But how are we treating each other?
Yes.
As a people? We don't have to know each other personally to respect each other. And I noticed that a lot of people say respect is earned, not given. if I'm just passing you down the street, how can I earn your respect? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it does make you think about that saying a little bit more. Like,
That's the tough gangster.
Just off the,
It'd be like
yeah,
that's
right,
a
I guess,
rap.
right on the streets in the hood
Yeah.
or something, maybe.
just off the basis of humanity.
Yeah. Well,
You
like
know?
they say, treat others how you want to be
How you-
treated.
The golden rule.
That's
That's
the
my
one,
favorite rule. I don't like
and-
rules, but that's my favorite.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
golden
I
rule.
try to live by that. I know
Yeah.
some people just, ooh, Lord.
Yeah,
They test you. They
No.
test you. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have to try to live by that.
Yes, definitely. So, let's talk about approaching the opposite sex, since we have a handsome man here and a beautiful lady. Because especially with our youth and just people today with all this Netflix and chill. You're a fool.
Oh no, I ain't got no son.
With the Netflix and chill and so forth, the approach to females is caveman-like, would you say? Would you agree?
That's what I just said
Caveman-like.
earlier.
You said that.
In the
You know,
green
so-
room, I said that.
Cause you look suave, Mr. Greer. You know,
He always dresses well.
look
He knows.
smart.
He's been around for a while. He knows. He knows what he's doing.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Need to teach some of these younger
So
guys out here.
could you give our beautiful audience an example of how you would approach a lady such as she?
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm an old cat. And the thing is that we go all the way back to, is chivalry dead? Are you a gentleman? Stuff like that. I like opening up doors. If it's a birthday, buy her some flowers, See? So, if you want to approach a woman in, I would say, the 21st century, it's kind of different. It's kind of different. I don't have too much of a problem with that because, most of the women that I deal with are around my age. So we're from the same generation, so we approach them the same way. But, gentlemanly, stuff like that, open up their doors, walk up to them and say, hey, how you doing? That's all you gotta do. I'm just joking.
Now,
I'm just
let's
joking.
say that's what you say. Hey, how you doing? That's your opening.
Mhm.
Because, and if you have sensitive ears right now, just plug them up. Because I'm going to use an example and it's a little vulgar.
Uh-oh.
I was giving an example where a young lady was at a bus stop, and a young man approached her, and he approached her back. Hey, bitch,
Oh,
give me your number.
oh.
Give me your
He-
phone
he
so I
couldn't
put my
have been
number in your
serious.
phone.
He couldn't
Yeah,
have been
no, he was
serious.
serious.
Oh,
So,
Wow.
it caught the attention of everybody on the bus stop. And she was like, you lucky my bus coming, or I'll tell you about calling me a bitch. But she took his phone and put her number in his phone.
Mm.
maybe it wasn't her number though.
Hopefully not, right?
Yeah, because I know, back in my days, long time ago,
I used to give Empire
I've
number.
given out Empire.
588
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't her number.
Hopefully
I
not.
would hope not.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
And the young man who gave me the example, he said he asked the guy, do you know her? And he was like, no, I don't know that bitch. I'm just trying to, so, and I'm just like flabbergasted. How is that? How did we go from how you doing to hey bitch?
See, the thing is that boy, because that's what he was a boy. That boy doesn't have any respect for his mother, his grandmama, his sisters, or any other female that's in his family. That's why he approached her like that and called her that name.
Why do you think that there's such a lack of respect for females?
It's learned, just like anything else, like racism. Racism is a learned behavior. It's something that is actually taught. If you see your father calling your mama and her sisters, your grandmother, the B word and stuff like that, that's something that you pick up. It's like, oh, that must be pretty cool.
It's a condition.
That's how I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
And
that's how I'm
especially
supposed to talk
if
to
they're
women.
responding to it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the other, on the other hand, the young ladies that are responding to it and just saying that, okay, that's cool for you to talk to me like that.
Yeah. We're
They're
going to
lacking in the other
discuss
stuff.
more
We
of
can-
maybe why they're responding and why we have such a conditioning of disrespect amongst our urban community and just youth in the city, period. We'll be right back with the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium.
For my haters, my Mexican ain't got no papers. If he end up caught, there's no seeing him later. Beat that shit up like the baby. I don't feel that shit. I might throw a tomato. I might go spend a little paper. I might go spend me a whole sack on Rodeo. I get them packs in the meal. Everything I do big, I'm a wheel. This shit here can't fit on a scale. This dope I can tell by the smell.
Welcome back to the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, on Spotify Premium. We're acknowledging Black excellence here. We were just talking to Miss Lakeisha B. We was having conversational pieces on disrespecting, giving tips on how to approach someone of interest. A simple, hello, how you doing? Hello, how
Straight
you
to the
doing?
point.
Hello.
Makes sense to me.
How you doing?
Well, everyone is not going to sound like Chris, but not as flawed as Chris. But yeah, like when my fiance approached me, we worked together. So he came over and said, "Hey, what's up?" You know, and during that time, yeah, that worked too. You know, not what
Not
you
it
said.
is. You know,
I'm gonna try that one.
You know,
I'm gonna try that one. How
you don't
doing?
have to.
Hey.
And it's like,
Hey.
ladies, my young little loves, y'all letting these boys call y'all bitches and you answering. They calling you a bro, baby. You don't have a penis. You're not his bro. And then that's family oriented. I don't know. We can go deeply into just that statement alone.
Oh.
But you are a female. You should be treated a certain way with respect, as well as treat these young men with respect, because some of these little girls is hot heads as well.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Just we as a people, when we talking about how you heard the, daddy call the mama out her name, she answered to it. Granddaddy doing that to grandmama and so forth. Uncles and aunties and their relationships. But it's a conditioning, but it's an unhealthy condition.
Right.
Our words are powerful. And the more you keep calling somebody a bitch, the more she's going to turn into one. I promise you. And y'all like the bad ones, right?
Yeah. Well.
Give me goosebumps. Damn, that's the truth.
We can
That's what they
acknowledge
say.
the greatness of each other and treat each other with love and respect. I know ladies, back in Beyonce, I'm on the soldier days, that song popping, but you can be a respectful soldier. Like, it's a difference between a thug and a gangster. Gangsters respectful. Thugs is a little more savage, like, caveman, throw you over your shoulder.
Really? Yeah.
Be very careful with those larger women, though.
Girls like cavemen.
Shout out to the large girls.
There
big
should be
girls.
some allowable caveman moments.
Yeah.
But
Gotta
it
be
should
strong enough to handle one of them big girls. though.
Yeah.
Watch what you ask for, baby. Baby, careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
But overall, there should be a certain sentiment of respect in
Yes,
all
respect.
things,
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
So I'm going to show some respect to this black man right here, Mr. Christopher Greer, and introduce his wonderfulness to the world. This man right here is a musician, screenwriter, actor, director, composer, businessman, and he college educated. Where they do that? Right here in Chicago. The greatness that we already have here. Right here in Chicago. I was reading your bio like, you know what I'm talking about?
Well, thank you.
I am proud of you.
Well,
I see
thank
that you received the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award.
Yeah, that was in high school. I received that. That was awarded to the second best instrument, the second best musician in the band. I went to CVS band,
Oh.
Chicago Vocational,
Oh, yeah.
CVS in the house. Yeah.
All right.
And I was in the marching band because we had a marching band and we had a band and an orchestra there. Both of them were spectacular. And so I came out as the second best musician in the school.
That's excellent.
So yeah.
I'm sure it was a lot of
Now the
involved.
first, the one that came in first, Mr. Tony Moore. Oh man, he's he's on tour right now with Bobby Caldwell, I think. He is he's a bad man.
Now,
He's a bad
I like that.
Yeah.
You acknowledged that you came in second, and then you shouted out who came in first. See, that's
my brother.
showing love.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No shade, no hate. You know,
Number
brother
love.
men, you gotta respect that.
Number love.
I see you were on network television and you were in feature films at the age of 16.
Yeah, when I was 16 years old is when I actually started getting into the acting business. I was in a television show called Lady Blue. It was on ABC. It starred a young lady. I forgot what her name is, but her partner. It was a cop show. Her partner was Danny Aiello, who just passed. Wonderful guy. I met him, talked with him for a while, and at 16, I didn't know who this guy was, but he turned out to be a fabulous, fabulous actor. May he rest in peace. But after that, I did a movie called My Bodyguard, not The Bodyguard, not to be confused with The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. I was in My Bodyguard, which starred Ruth Gordon, Martin Mull, Chris Makepeace, and Matt Dillon. Matt Dillon was in it. It was shot on the north side at Lakeview High School back when I was 16 years old. So you're talking about 1980. What were you?
That's awesome. So I was born in 1980.
Oh, okay. So Chilove here was Melanie was a 1. No, she was -1. She was months old.
If it was before December, I was on my way.
I was 16. But it was a great experience. It was a great experience, and that's kind of like what I got bit by the bug.
Because I see that you went on to be in Turks, Barbershop 2,
Yes.
The Lake House,
Yes.
Empire. I gotta give a Chilove salute to Empire because they have put all of us, they've incorporated all of us into their
Their
casting.
world, yeah.
Exactly,
APB, Fatal Attraction, Chicago Med, The Shy, as well as independent films with Maurice Ellaby Jones, Dorian Johnson, Mark Harris, Cinda Williams, and Cassandra Bell.
Yes. Like me and Lakeisha, we were the ones that actually really started my career seriously was Cassandra Bell.
Okay.
She put me in a play. What was the name of the play? The first one wasn't Shy. I don't know. No, she put me in a movie.
Okay.
September Rain.
Right, yeah.
She put me in September. You were in
that was your
September?
first time? Yeah.
You were in September
Yeah, I
Rain
was
too?
in that
Yeah.
That was your first project, Laura?
That was my first speaking role
I didn't know. Wow.
in a
I did
movie.
not know that.
Cassandra Bell. Shouts out to my
Shout out to Cassandra Bell. Chilove salute.
After that, she went on to put me in Chicago Nutcracker, also Cinderella, and she's turned me on to a lot of other projects that she wasn't actually producing.
Okay.
I did a music video for Keke Palmer.
These are all great examples of
Yeah.
love, acts of love, acts of
Yeah.
consideration
Exactly.
towards fellow people.
Yeah.
And we will be right back shortly with the Chilove Radio Show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium to continue to introduce this wonderful man here for his black excellence, Mr. Christopher Greer.
Menelo, 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 Riquita, baby, menelo, menelo.
Hey, welcome back to the Chilove Radio Show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. We're here with Mr. Christopher Greer, and we're telling you all why he is receiving his Black Excellence acknowledgement here today. He does a little bit of everything. He's
Got
definitely a man that you need to know. So we were just going over some of the shows and movies and stuff that you were in, and I see that you were also in local plays
Yes.
and commercials for Commonwealth Edison, Coca-Cola, Goose Island Beer, the Peyton Manning Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those were. Well, let's start off with the plays. You know, shout out to my sister Carla Monet Shaw, who I've done. Wow, I think I've done about 2 or 3 plays with her. We're just finishing up. We have Meet the Old Schools, which we're turning into a sitcom, and so we're going to be. So keep your eye out for that. And I've also been in other plays. My mind is
It's a lot.
it's been a busy 4 or 5 years. So
That's really
and I'm blessed to actually be able to partake in those projects. I was blown away by the Commonwealth Edison commercial. I was actually watching a football game, and then next thing you know, my commercial came on, and he was like, "Hey, that's Chris." I was like, "Oh yeah. I
That's a
did
good
that."
spot.
You did that, yeah.
Yeah.
That-
On the football.
Yeah, and so the other ones, the Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, went down to Indianapolis and shot that,
Okay.
and it was a great time. Peyton Manning is a cool dude.
And that's awesome to take, be such a great representative outside of Chicago.
Oh yeah, I
So
tried.
go and exhibit the talent that we have here. But I also see that you own Eureka Charities.
I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Which provides meals and warming goods to the homeless and disadvantaged. I really like that.
Well, I don't own Eureka Charities. Eureka is my lodge, my Mason Lodge. in
Okay.
Newport. Eureka 64. Shout out to my bros all across the world and
Okay, well,
across the
shout
city.
out to the lodge.
And so what I did was once I became a Mason, I started and I joined them. I implemented my own charity where we
Okay.
feed the homeless and we feed the disadvantaged and things like that. And it's something that really, makes you feel good to actually do something for somebody that can never repay you.
Yeah. Because I see that 2 quotes: "When much is given, much is expected." And I have been blessed in my life, and I have to return these blessings to those who need it. I thought that was
Exactly.
very wonderful.
Son, no for that.
Very, very wonderful.
Thank
You are remaining humble despite all of your accomplishments. And I want you to tell us a little bit about Gentleman Too Cool Cigar. I see Greer Music down here in Filmworks Studio, and
Yeah.
that you also mentor young men and women with life coaching and career advice, which is needed.
Yes. Wow. Where can I start? Okay, Gentleman Too Cool. We'll start with that. Gentleman Too Cool is my cigar brand, in which we have different flavors of cigars. They're infused with alcohol and different flavors, chocolate and peanut butter and mustard. I'm just joking. Ain't no mustard. Ain't no mustard cigar. Everybody's like, mustard? I had a mustard cigar. But we have different flavors and stuff like that. We also have a women's division, which is focusing on cigars, because women smoke cigars too. It's our women's division is called She's Just Too Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something that me and my business partner, Miss Sharon Chester, shout out to Sharon. Hey Sharon, and we came up to with together, and it's been pretty lucrative. It's still getting off the ground, but we're still moving in the right
Tell
direction.
everybody how they can get in contact with you. People might need you to cater and have your cigars at their event or something.
Oh yeah. Well, you can reach me on Facebook under Christopher A. Greer. If you put in Christopher A. Greer Jr., you're gonna get my son. You can look me up on Instagram at Chris Greer 64. I'm also on Twitter at Chris Greer 64. And what's
Snapchat.
left? Snapchat? No, I'm 55. I ain't got no Snapchat. Ain't got no
The filter,
Snapchat.
bro.
Ain't got no what?
The little snap filter.
No Snap
I'm with you. I
filter.
feel
No
you.
TikTok.
I feel you.
Look,
No,
I
I
was
do
gonna say
have.
TikTok. You
I
got
do have TikTok, but I just ain't. I haven't done anything yet.
Okay.
But other than that, just find me in the air.
Please do, and I would like to present to you your certificate of achievement for exhibiting Black excellence in Chicago, Chilove. I am very proud
Well,
of you,
thank you. Well, thank you. I
Chilove.
got a certificate, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sure,
we
you gotta do it like
special.
that.
We
Yes,
special.
Chilove, salute.
Thank you,
Well,
Melanie.
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Awesome.
So let's get back to talking and helping, continuing to help others, you know? Because when we're put in positions to help, we should help.
Definitely.
We should help.
Definitely.
So what about, let's go back to the pieces of David.
Whoa.
Because
we-
we
doing
just
helping.
look,
I was just helping.
because I have a question about how would you break it to multiple people if you liking multiple people, like he had 4 girlfriends, right? I don't feel like everybody has their own little methods, but
Where we going with this?
I'm about it's choosing and being chosen. So you let a person know what's going on so that they can, look at the situation in totality and choose whether or not they want to be a part of that situation. Say David, when he had these 4 girls, he could have been like, well, I like you and your friend, and you my world when I'm with you. And then it would have been an understanding versus
world?
the
Confusion and
This way it work.
Look, no. But the lies.
and that's good.
It's
That's
better
good.
to lie or to keep it
Tell
100.
And you know what? And I think that's what the issue is with men and women. How we think. We think
Yeah.
differently.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to say all of you think this way, but from what I see,
The
men
pattern.
tend to think if they're honest with the woman, it's not going to be a good turnout. But that sometimes some women can accept, the truth. When in reality, it's like if you are honest,
Right.
most women,
Right.
can't say all, will respect that,
Right. Right.
and you give them an opportunity, as you
To
said, to
choose.
say, okay, if I want to deal with this, or
Yeah.
do I want to leave,
Yeah, tonight.
and maybe we can even compromise,
Right.
Right. So I always feel like it's best to be honest. Yes, of course, everyone, you're not going to always be happy when someone gives you the truth. I mean, it's just
Right.
life. Of course, I might get mad. I might sit there, poke my lip out, stomp my feet, but eventually I'm over it. So, but give me that option and be honest, because if I find out, then it's, it's worse. Yeah, those face the consequences.
Yes.
So yes, be honest. Honesty is the best policy in the long run, people.
It definitely is, and we're going to come right back. Don't go nowhere with the Chilove Radio Show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. I hope you all are enjoying the show. I'm enjoying my guests.
You want to give them my hotlines real quick, honey?
Oh yeah.
And tell them you're doing a
You
double
all
hour
can have.
today?
Oh yeah,
This the ending of the
this
first
is
segment.
the ending of the first segment. We're doing a double segment, 2-hour show with the Chilove Radio Show.
Yeah.
Today is my first little time. So for those who aren't able to stay for the other hour, I'm going to give you all some hotline numbers to the Battered Women's Shelter. 773-375-8400, because Maurice L.B. Jones Jr. movie has been coming up. Love beat the hell out of me, so if love is beating the hell out of you, call the Battered Women's Shelter at 773-375-8400. Suicide Prevention 1-800-248-7475, and the Illinois Mental Health Collaboration 1-866-359-7953. And we will be right on back. And if you're interested in developing your own show and you want to join the family here at Pop Radio Worldwide, hit up Pop. He's taking interviews. Go to popradio@gmail.com. If you're having any trouble contacting him, email me at shilovechicago@gmail.com, and we'll interview you and we'll work it on out and hopefully welcome you into the family. You can do it. I'm confident my feel back doing
All
this.
right.
Lo menelo, menelo. Viene chiquita, baby, menelo. Banging body, thick on hips, mommy with the cute old lips, shaking that thing, making everything irrelevant. Make me wanna get it in. We could be more than friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I make the music. I'm going racks, really wanna grab that. Take it to the telly, girl, put you in the Maybach. What's a little trick in if a brother